What Young Sheldon Season 7's release date delay means. Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. The narrative of the show has changed, concentrating on Sheldon as well as the other members of his family. Young Sheldon might have a shorter season with fewer episodes as a result of the delay, which could have an impact on the plotline's resolve and pacing. The official postponement of Young Sheldon Season 7 will have a big effect on the Coopers' future. Sheldon and his family have endured a great deal throughout the past few years. What began as a fun sitcom with the intention of building on the success of The Big Bang Theory has evolved into a full-fledged family dramedy that addresses more serious subjects like teen pregnancy and adultery. Young Sheldon's storytelling is becoming more varied as part of the show's expansion beyond its initial concept. This implies that the prequel spends a significant amount of time with Sheldon's family members rather than solely concentrating on Sheldon. Young Sheldon has at last established its own identity 4 years after the conclusion of The Big Bang Theory. The Coopers have completely won over the public, as seen by the show high ratings for Season 6. After an exciting year that saw the birth of Mary and George's first grandchild, Missy's period of rebellion, and Sheldon's first taste of failure, there is a great deal of interest in finding out what lies next for the clan. The Young Sheldon Season 6 finale established the Coopers' future while simultaneously signaling the end of an era. Unfortunately, the wait for the return of the family's small screen will be lengthier. The Fall TV 2023 season appears to be rather dismal due to the current joint strike by SAG-AFTRA and WGA. CBS now confirms that Young Sheldon Season 7 will air after months of speculation. Is officially delayed. The network previously published their autumn 2023 schedule, which consisted just of its standard programming arrangement. Although the WGA protests had already begun by that point, the press statement suggested that CBS was holding out hope that the industry problem would be settled quickly. That obviously didn't happen, since SAG-AFTRA supported the author's efforts to improve working conditions and provide equitable compensation. The release date of Young Sheldon Season 7 is hard to anticipate because it's completely based on the conclusion of the SAG-AFTRA and WGA strikes. For background, a number of the show's major cast members, including Wallace Shawn, Ian Armitage, Reagan Reverd, Lance Barber, and Zoe Perry, have voiced their support for the current strikes. But given the production schedule, there might still be a chance to save the comedy's year if the issue is settled by September. Its writers, actors, and crew would then have time to prepare a few episodes for the show's mid-season premiere, which is usually set for early to mid-January. The best-case scenario for the Big Bang Theory prequel is to premiere Young Sheldon Season 7 in the middle of the season. It does, however, have certain disadvantages. First of all, Young Sheldon will still have to follow its usual schedule, unlike shows that are actually slated for a January launch. This implies that Young Sheldon Season 7 series finale will still need to air in May despite its delayed premiere. CBS will need to release far fewer episodes of the series in the future year in order to achieve that. It might only reach up to 13 episodes instead of a season with 20 or more. If Young Sheldon Season 7 is coming out in the coming months, then having a shorter season might not seem like a huge deal. But it's more complicated than that. The Big Bang Theory prequels last year has been the subject of discussions for a number of months. Young Sheldon is approaching its predetermined conclusion because of the continuity of the franchise. In the event that Season 7 is the show's last run, the writers would have to fit all of the remaining narratives into 13 episodes. This could result in a hasty and ultimately disappointing farewell to the Coopers. In addition to making viewers wait much longer for new episodes, delaying Young Sheldon has a number of negative effects. CBS adopted The Big Bang Theory as a model for its prequel, despite the fact that there have been numerous plot inconsistencies between the programs. This lets supporters know what to anticipate from the project. Depending on where Young Sheldon Season 7 begins, the prequel might use a time jump to return Sheldon to Texas following his summertime stay in Germany. He will unavoidably relocate to Pasadena to begin his post-graduation studies at Caltech following his last year at East Texas Tech. But there is still more to Young Sheldon Season 7 than just Sheldon's story. The sequel is forced to finally address George's infidelity tale and his death after Season 6 completely disregarded the subject. Given the significant impact these two tragedies had on Sheldon and the rest of the family, CBS cannot disregard them without irreparably disrupting the continuity of The Big Bang Theory. Some of Young Sheldon's original plots also require further development. This covers Missy's defiant behavior, which may be related to Paige, and the happy ending to Mandy and Georgie's romance. It could be preferable for CBS to simply put Young Sheldon Season 7 back to a fall 2024 premiere date, considering the circumstances surrounding its delay. In this manner, there will be enough episodes to adequately resolve unresolved story issues and provide the Coopers with a satisfying resolution. The disadvantage of this is that it raises concerns about how quickly Armitage and Revard are expanding. Both of them might appear noticeably older and larger when the Big Bang Theory spin-off returns if it is postponed for a long time. This exacerbates the accusation that the actors no longer physically like 13-year-olds. If CBS intends to conclude young Sheldon with Season 7, it might be best if the project is completely postponed. The inability to effectively conclude the Coopers' story should be a bigger problem than Sheldon and Missy appearing older than they actually are. Even if it implies fewer episodes, returning in the middle of the season is a preferable option if young Sheldon has a future beyond the upcoming year. Whether young Sheldon can continue until Season 7 or if it is the end of the project is, in any event, the most crucial decision here. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube Young Sheldon 24 channel, and stay with TUS.